morning, ladies and gents. Thanks for tuning in to another watch list video brought to you by FTX. If you don't have an FTX account, then feel free to use the link in the description below and you'll receive 10% off your trading fees. It's been an interesting weekend. Bitcoin has sold off a little bit, but what I wanted to show you was we do have a little bit of a range through here around the $42,000 mark. This has been there for a while, where we've sort of found support here. We've rejected it a couple of times and now we're sitting on that level again. So personally, I think I'll be sitting out for today. I'll just want to see how Bitcoin reacts to this level, whether we do see further downside, we break that level and we see further downside, or we create a nice daily bullish candle off that level and we could definitely move higher. So yeah, I think it's just a waiting game for me personally. We do have another bit of a level through here around the $45,000 mark that we've been speaking about for quite some time now, where we broke above, created that lower high, and we've broken down here. So there is another level through here, not an exact level, but more of a range. So we have seen in the past where Bitcoin has just ranged through here. We've tried to break out and we've just come back straight back in here. So I wouldn't be surprised if we do see a break at this level and we stay ranging in this area like we have for so long. We've just been ranging between these levels for quite some time now. Another point that I wanted to raise was this weekly chart on Bitcoin. Now, if we take these levels away, might make it a little bit more clear. I've got a low and a high, so a lower high, and now I've got a higher low through here, and now a higher high on the weekly. So a higher high, we're pulling back. Will we see another higher low form through here on the weekly? I'm not sure, but if we do, then that's a really good sign for more bullish momentum. But we don't have that yet. I would love to see that happen and we move higher. But yeah, it's going to be a waiting game. A few more weeks to come before that plays out. But yeah, the daily just looks very bearish, if I'm honest. The 4 hour as well is very sideways. We've just had this sideways momentum, a sell-off, sideways sell-off. Across the market, especially on the FTX pairs, we do have some levels formed around this area that we've just broken on the open today and sort of retrace that break. One of them being BNT, where we had two tests of a solid level. We've broken and we're sort of rejecting that break. So we do have a strategy called the breakout. We work around levels like this, normally a build up into that level, we break, hit our targets, and we'd really like to see a continuation of that break in that direction. Lately we haven't seen that. Now that's telling us something, right? That's telling us that our strategies work. It's just the market can be a little bit confused and it's not having follow through in these trading setups. And that's like when that happens, you go back and you look through the price action, the few days before, and it tends to look like this, like just sideways chop, where trades set up, they trigger and then stop out. They set up, they trigger, they stop out. That is a really good sign for you to sit out of the market or really reduce your risk, because it's not, most of the time it's not your execution of the strategies, it's or your mindset, it's the market. The market needs some time to correct itself. The market needs time to move sideways and really gain momentum, because we're trend traders, and if there's no solid trends, then the trades don't tend to work out. So it's a good time to sit out. Humanscape, we do have a level through here, another test, and or a breakout, breakthrough and a retest on Humanscape would be good. Just a point to note on this is that we are sitting around that daily cradle zone. The trend leading up is horrendous, so that is keeping me away from any cradle trades on Humanscape to the long side. But yeah, if you are looking to take a short trade on this, just remember that it is in that key cradle zone. ICX perp, Another one that we had a solid level, test. It did look like we were going to test a third time, but we've just broken, and haven't really had that follow through that we want to see. I wouldn't be surprised if we do retrace that break and end up back in this area. And V-chain was another one. We've had, that wasn't there before. That was a level, but still a bit of a rough level through here that we've broken, and sort of the buyers would just push that straight back up. So yeah, it's interesting times. To be honest, I think it wouldn't be a bad thing to sit on the sidelines and just wait till the market gets some more momentum back, and save your capital. It's one of the hardest things to do as a trader. G'day Bobby, thoughts on Cape Perp 8 hour short? Let's have a look. Cake had a really good run the last few weeks. There we go. Let's have a look at the daily firstly. So I've got a level drawn in here. Test. An 8 hour short potential. So you're talking about a breakout, I'm guessing. Test. It is, it's definitely gearing up. So we've had a few tests, lower highs forming. The daily, back in that the daily cradle zone, sorry. Look, it's there. Needs a little bit more work to do. I wouldn't count that as a test. I would count these as two tests. Another test, lower high, building down into that level. Yeah, I would definitely consider it. It's just, it's going to be a few hours away. But yeah, it's not looking too bad. Yeah, definitely. You're in the community, so yeah, if it does form or does set up, yeah, we'll post that in the community. Hopefully it does. But yeah, like I said, I think it's a waiting game on Bitcoin and the rest of the market to see what the next leg's going to be. Sorry. I'd like to see some upside, also open to some downside. We can short the market, we can set our longer term entries as well. So yeah, honestly, I think it's just going to be a waiting game today. Yeah, thanks Bobby. Yeah, so that's it for me. That's the watch list that I'm keeping an eye on. I'll do a few more scans throughout the day. Lou will be as well. We have Craig back tomorrow as well. He comes back from a weekend in Melbourne at the Formula One. I'm sure you're all aware of that if you follow us on social media. But yeah, thanks for tuning in, guys, and I'll chat to you soon.